Everybody, we're live. We're going to talk about the 3 mistakes that entrepreneurs make when pitching podcasts. I got to give y'all this information because so many people are making these mistakes. So we got to make sure we tackle this because the key is for you to make a sale. Now, if that's not your goal as a business owner, you may have an expensive hobby. But what we're here to do is actually to make a profit. And let me make sure I'm good. I'm actually on several devices at one time. Periscope at the time of this recording, YouTube, LinkedIn. Two of my groups, one is media exposure, one is get visibility and leads for your business. My business page, Dr. Renee Sunday, the platform builder. Also, we're on my personal page. So we're going to get some information out. And 1 second, let me make sure my team is saying I need to, we're actually also over here on Instagram, and they said that the volume not good on Instagram, so indulge me a minute. And as you come in, let me know where you're from. Let me know about your business. We have so many opportunities that we can talk about our business, but are we really doing it? Are we doing it? Okay, so give me a second. How we doing over here on Instagram? Okay. Let's see. Okay, Instagram not doing so good. So what we'll do is we'll just upload that as an IGTV later, because for whatever reason. Okay, wait a minute. I think I got it now. Okay, it's coming now. All right, let's indulge with me a little bit, and we're going to get it started over here on Instagram. Hey, Instagram. All right. So we're going to get it started over here on Instagram. Well, we're going to talk about, we got to get this information out because it's so many people send me emails and they want to know how to be on my show. I have Dr. Renee Sunday Show podcast, and I have some people do it right and some people don't. So I said, let me have a session here. Hey, Instagram, what's going on? Woo-hoo. Welcome. Let me know the business you have. Because I love to collaborate. Welcome. Hey, Vonnie, what's going on? You guys put in the chat what's your business, okay? Let me let you know a little bit about me. I am Dr. Renee Sunday. I am known as the platform builder and visibility strategist. So what I do in a nutshell is I help small business owners increase visibility and get leads for their business. The whole premise is to be seen, be heard, and to get paid, okay? That's the whole premise, okay? But of course, it goes without saying. You may see me look back and forth. I'm on several platforms at one time. To me, in my heart, it goes without saying that you're going to do the right thing, that you're going to impact, that you're going to do what you say you're going to do. See, I just, I know I shouldn't assume that, but if you say you're a business owner and you're going to sell a meal chicken sandwich, that chicken sandwich, number one, you have unthawed it, okay? Number two, you have cooked it at the standard temperature of what it's supposed to be, okay? Next, you have put it in a nice container that it don't spill all over my clothes when I eat it, okay? So you have done the regulations of the United States of America in regards of preparing a chicken sandwich. So in your business, you need to be doing the same thing. If you say you're doing some kind of shea butter for my skin or my face, you have already done the research of what can go on people's skin as a human. You have already established your brand. You have already know your mission. You already know those things, okay? So we already assumed all that, right? Okay, amen. We have Jeanette coming in. She's in Atlanta. Woo woo. I'm here in Atlanta as well. So all those things we have taken into consideration. But the key is, how are you being seen and heard? So this session, we're going to talk about the 3 mistakes entrepreneurs make when they pitch in a podcast. Okay, and I started off in syndicated radio, and now, of course, not now, but we transitioned over to podcasting. Like right now, it's about 1.6 million at the time of this recording podcast. So it's a lot out there. No matter what, if you want to learn how to basket weave, it's a podcast. If you want to know how to take care of your pet, it's a podcast. If you want to know how to help women in business, it's a podcast. If you sell herbals, it's a podcast for that. Okay, welcome. Hey, what's going on? Instagram baby playing over here. Woo woo, how you doing? So what we're gonna do is talk about the mistakes. Number one, let me give a little clarity a little bit. What is a podcast, Dr. Sunday? In my opinion, a podcast is a medium or tool that we can share information. Guess what? Share our message to the world. So that's what you're doing in your business, right? So it's you sharing information, but you sharing information that's going to impact the audience, going to impact the host, that they can go to the next level in their life, right? Right? Amen. Hey, security business. We sure need security. Okay. All right. Yes. And okay, wait a minute. Garen, he said Prime America. Yes, we need insurance. That's one thing we should be. Okay, anyway, you guys should be having plenty of clients, because everybody want to make sure we got that right insurance, we right investing, all those type of things, right? But the thing about it is, podcast is a great stage to be on to share your information, right? Dr. Sunday, I don't know how to pitch to a podcast. Well, first of all, you need to know, I told you what a podcast is. The second thing, the things I talked about earlier, you already know your mission. You already know how you impact people. You already know those things, right? So we don't have to cover that. But if you have trouble with that, please inbox me so we can get all that together. Okay, you already have a way people can pay. You already have established your brand. Okay, now I want to be on a podcast. Dr. Sunday, you say it's 1.6 million. You can be on a podcast like I do. I try my best to be on one, at least 1 or 2 a week. If not, if I'm busy, I stagger them, because when you repurpose them or share them on your social media and email list, guess what? You're stacking them. And people say, Dr. God, you own stuff all the time. But see, that's what you're supposed to do, okay? Let me shout you guys out on your business here. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to do that. So the first mistake that people do, business owners, when they pitch the podcast, guess what? I've been telling you all along. Do you really know what your business stands for? Do you really have clarity? I have a lot of strategy calls with potential clients, and I ask them, what is your story? Why did you start selling jewelry? Why did you start doing email marketing? Why did you start helping people to start their podcast and get visibility? Why did you start being a security officer? Why did you start Prime America? It's usually something you've been through. I can tell you, I grew up in poverty. Okay, I got on social media to promote my first book, which is about going through the grieving process, because I am a board certified anesthesiologist, whoop, whoop, for 21 years. Yes, I've been awarded not once, but twice, one of the top anesthesiologists in the United States. But at that time, physicians wasn't on social media. So I had to get on social media to promote my book, right? And I found out the good way and the bad way of how to promote using social media. Before you know it, I got an inbox, and this lady wanted to know, why can you be the co-host of my radio and TV show, not talking to me anything? She admired the way that I could talk about a difficult subject, meaning someone passing away. So next thing you know, a year later, I stepped out on faith with the right strategy to do my own radio, TV, and magazine. So as I said, the TV show is Good Deeds Television. We're here in Atlanta, the Hot ATL, and also the Good Deeds Magazine. But people start wondering why I was doing this. You know what? When I was a young girl, I went through bullying. My last name Sunday, so church girl. I was real little. I wore glasses, which these just readers now. I wore glasses. They were thick. People called me olive oil. So I didn't want to be seen, be heard. Okay, didn't want to do that. But I had to overcome that. Okay, I had to overcome that. So now I want people to share their story, because through the bullying, through the poverty that I was in, I can tell you what to do when you go from 6 figures to zero in one day, like I did. I can tell you how to go through poverty, and you see what I'm saying, and build your building block. You need to know your story. Why are you selling jewelry? Why are you doing a online coaching? Why do you want to, let me give you some more. Why are you doing people hair? Why? Okay. So that's how people are attracted to you, because of your story. Because everybody's selling insurance. Everybody's selling hair product, wigs and stuff. Everybody is doing a life coach. I'm just being real. You may haven't heard people say this. You got to invest in yourself. I know you hear that all the time. I don't even want to start telling you how much money I've spent on coaches. But see, you got to do what resonates in your spirit. You got to do what resonates with you. We had a couple of people put something in. They said, Dr. Sunday, they're a motivational speaker. Yeah, you got to know why you're a motivational speaker. You got to know why you're a certified coach. You got to know why you actually do things for HR talent. Why you do all those things. That's how people, you've heard of know, like, and trust. Know, like, and trust. Why? You have some new people coming in on Facebook. We have Belai, welcome, you guys, welcome. And Tay, she's actually she's here in Atlanta. Woohoo! I'm here in Atlanta. Yeah. So the things about it is, okay, we got to know, especially people like we're gonna say Tay and myself. We do a lot of things, but we have to know when to talk about those particular things, depending on the platform. And then you have to have your story. Your story. You just didn't start selling cars, for example. Why did you start selling cars? The person that sold me at the dealership, guess what? They told me about their car story. And I sure got a couple of car stories, okay? Being stuck on the interstate here in Atlanta is not no joke, okay? So the first thing is, for people that's coming in, we're talking about the 3 mistakes entrepreneurs make when pitching podcasts. Number 1, do you really know what you're doing? Because let me tell you, a lot of podcasts, now, some of them can be up to an hour, but mine, the sweet spot for podcasts is 12 to 15 minutes. Okay. Think about being on television. We book people on television as well, television and magazine. You have 3 minutes. When I was on NBC, I had 3 minutes. So I can't tell them all about this bullying. I can't tell them all about in 3 minutes. No. What they wanted to know, how did you get on Oprah Winfrey's platform and you had just opened your business in 3 months? That's what they wanted to know. They wanted to know how I went from 6 figures and zero in one day. They wanted to know how you deal with grief. How do you deal with grief when everything's closing in? You ain't have no money. They wanted to know that. They want to know how in the world you've been in anesthesia 21 years. That's what they wanted to know. You got to be able to do that quickly. 3 minutes or less on TV, maybe a minute. Now on podcasts, you need to be able to say that quick. So number 1, you got to have that thing that people can, because they're not going to book you again if you. I've had clients, people on the podcast, they talk, but have you said anything that transforms somebody's life? I know that's an ouch. And I know you guys, as a motivational speaker, you already know how to do this, because a lot of speakers get up, especially now in this virtual world. You got to be able to, you got to let people know what's in it for them. I know. Yep. So number 1, for people coming in, we're talking about the 3 mistakes entrepreneurs make. Number 1, you got your story down, your mission? Is it tight? Now, number 2, if you have any questions, you can jot them down and I'll come to you. Number 2, do you have your intellectual property for media? Do you have your intellectual, okay, your intellectual, okay, wait a minute, my computer doing something, intellectual property for the media outlets? Okay, Dr. Sunday, what is all that you talking about? I don't even know what that is. Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm here to let you know. Do you have that information? First of all, do you have a one sheet? Okay, let me put in here one sheet. So all of you got a one sheet. Now, let me tell you what's going on in the industry right now. One sheet, you got to speak them. I think someone said there was a motivational speaker. So, you know, you got to have your speaker one sheet, your speaker reel, meaning you speaking a short video, not that whole 45-minute presentation, short. And then number two, you have a podcast one sheet. Okay. Yeah. And then if you guys doing any talent or acting, that's a whole nother one sheet. Okay, it's different things that goes into that. You need to have that. That's why people are making a mistake. I see y'all over on over on Instagram. Yeah, this great information. Thank you for saying that. And also on Periscope saying that as well. I don't see your name, so forgive me that I don't address you, because on this platform I'm using, sometimes you can see it or not. So what do you have your intellectual property? Now, a one sheet and a media kit, I know people use that interchangeable, but they're not the same. Okay, they're not the same. You say you speak it on these platforms, even though it may be virtual or live or whatever the case may be, speaking in somebody different social media platform, you speak it on that platform, but a one sheet and a media kit are different. Okay, so let me put in here media kit. So you got your media kit, you got all that together, and then Dr. Sunday, what else we need? Well, you need to know what topics you're talking on. You can't talk on, okay, for example, I do a lot of things. So depending on what our product that we're doing for that month or that week, that's what I'm actually talking about. You can't go in there talking about that. I can't, I'm going to use myself as example. I can't go in there and talk about that, me being in ministry, me being a transformational speaker, me being a master life coach trainer. I'm an anesthesiologist. I can keep on going. Drop shipping owner. You got to pick which one you're going to talk about on that platform, because we already said short. Okay. Even if you're writing an article in a magazine, you got to see what they want you to talk about. Not saying you leaving out your what one of my coaches say, your good. You're not leaving out that. The thing about it is, it's not, I know. It's not about you. It's actually about the transformation of the people that's listening. Okay, wait a minute. They saying, hold on one second. They said they can't hardly hear me over here on Instagram. Forgive me. Okay, so yeah. And the people, the reason I don't see your name, StreamYard, you have to get permission. I have to have permission to see actually your name. So that's why some people's names I may not see. So for you guys that's coming in, number one was mission. They're not clear on their mission. Number two, and that may be, yeah. Okay, number two, do you have your media intellectual property ready? Because when I got on Oprah Winfrey platform, they didn't give me time to get stuff ready. When I was, part of Bishop Jakes, the NFL, we're part of the NFL media. I didn't have time to get ready. You see what I'm saying? I didn't have time to get ready. You see what I'm saying? You got to be ready, right? And you know how Bishop Jakes said, get ready. Well, we need to be ready. Okay. Now, number three, Lord, Dr. Sunday, number three. A lot of time, as I said, coming in, people send all of this long email and an attachment to get pitched on podcast. Well, first of all, most podcasts are not NOT. They are not going to open your email with an attachment, because they have to keep in mind of security. And they didn't request did they request attachment? No, you're cold, sending them a cold email, meaning they don't know you. How I got on Oprah Winfrey's platform, 3 lines, short email. Because if they want something else, they will contact you. Okay. Okay. So number 3 is, do you have a pitch template? What is your pitch? What are you actually saying in the pitch? Okay. What are you saying? Okay. Let me see. It's a question over on, let me see. The question was, okay. The question is from YouTube, how often you should pitch. Well, I think I just said earlier, it's 1.6 million at this time of this recording podcast. So you find the podcast that goes with your mission, again, that goes with your business, and the the impact you want to do. Now, I actually have been on an animal podcast, because in regards to grief, I do counsel people if they going through pet loss. See what I'm saying? So the only other reason I wouldn't have been on there for my other business, because my other business is not animal related. See what I'm saying? So you have to see another thing, I want to add a bonus. The bonus is, a lot of times entrepreneurs only pitch business podcasts. Well, a lot of other podcasts need your services, depending on what your service is, of course. Let me keep that 100. You can be on other podcasts that's people learning how to do a business, because the people that's doing mindset, the people that actually is doing hair care professionals, the people that's doing landscape podcasts, they need to know how to run the business. So don't put yourself in a box. So don't be in a box. Okay. All right. That's a question. Now, if you guys have any questions, come on in. Let me see. Instagram is saying, okay, how many times you send the email? Well, you got to send the email, wait a little while. And when I say a little while, maybe 3 to 5 days. And if you don't hear back from them, you send the email again. Okay. Now what I do is I change the subject line. Okay. I do change the subject line with that. And the reason is because if you doing, and one of my coaches actually talks about this as well, it's very important about the subject line. Okay. And you have to make sure, please do not put an attachment. Okay. So that's 3 of the things that I wanted to share, that the mistakes. Now that all of these is very detailed. So I want you to go back in your own business and find out, do you really have clarity? What's your story behind why you're doing your business? The next thing is, do you have your intellectual properties ready for the media? The one sheet, you have your one sheet, you have your bio, okay? And the bio is not a whole page. A bio is short, 50 to 70 words. Okay. Now, some podcasts even want you to have 25 words, because you should be able to say what you do in a sentence. I know that's an ouch for a lot of us, because we want to give everything. Okay. No, we don't want to do that. Now, okay, somebody over on YouTube said, but Dr. Sunday, can you help us with this? Of course, I'm glad you asked that. We do have a podcast template that you pretty much, what you do is log in your information. See, we've done the hard work. We've done the hard work. And so only thing you got to do is plug in your information when you send it to the podcast. Now, some people say, Dr. Sunday, shoot, I don't want to do that. I'm real busy. Can you just send those things out for us? And we actually we can pitch for you. We can pitch the different podcasts that is in your genre. We can do that for you. I want you to just inbox us and we'll take care of that. If you on Instagram, you can go to the link in our bio, and the link is there for you to get the podcast I'm getting tongue-tied. The podcast template. And for social media, I'm about to send you a link for that. Now, this is a long link, but what we'll do is we'll swing back around and give you the short link. Okay, so just come back. This is for the podcast Okay, podcast pitch template. And the only thing you got to do is plug in your information. Okay, that's all you got to do. If you're on Instagram, just go to the link in the bio, and it's a tab there that says podcast pitch template. Okay. Now, if you say Dr. Sutton, okay, somebody over on YouTube, bless your heart on YouTube. They said, well, what else you offer? Okay, you can go here. Most of our opportunities are here at Renee Sunday. Let me put it up on the screen here. ReneeSunday.com/store. And that's the link. You got it over there on Instagram. Just go to the link in the bio. Okay. For you, everyone that's coming in still, we talked about the 3 mistakes entrepreneurs make when pitching podcasts. Yes, it's 1.6 million at the time of this recording. First of all, you need to have clarity. Clarity on what you're doing. Clarity on what you're doing. So that's number 1. So number 2, we actually need to have our intellectual property ready. Okay, if you need help with that, we actually have a great opportunity for that as well. If you said, Dr. Sutton, I got all that, I'm ready to pitch, get the podcast pitch template, and you can actually go on and get that together. Okay, you can go on and pitch your heart content. If you're real busy, we can actually pitch for you. Just send us a inbox on any of these platforms and we can take care of that for you. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Great information. Now, okay, wait a minute. Somebody else on Instagram said, Instagram said, well, Dr. Sunday, yes, I do have media contacts. If y'all want that, we do have that for a nice investment. It's depending on how many you want. I think I have up to about 500. So we usually sell them and the investment is 20 per 25. So just inbox us and we'll send you that information on that. If you said, Dr. Sunday, I'm going to get the template and I want some of them contacts that you're talking about, we can do that as well. Okay. All right. Let's see. Someone is saying, okay, yeah. If you want to start your own podcast, I can help you with that as well. Go to this Let me see. I got to remember the oh, okay. I got to remember the link for that. Okay. Chat with Dr. Renee. Okay, if you're ready to do that, okay? If you're ready to do that. Now, if you have any questions, please let us know. Please let us know. And always be respectful when you come into people's platform, okay? I shouldn't. That's another bonus for you guys. Whenever you on somebody else's platform, I cannot go on Oprah Winfrey's platform and tell her what to do. I cannot go on the NFL and tell them to change the day of the show. So be respectful of what people do. Okay, be respectful, because that you wouldn't want anyone on your brand to do the wrong thing. Okay, so if you want this podcast pitch template, go there. We'll circle back around and give a short link for that. If you guys, sometimes StreamYard don't let it come through. And it's another question. All right. Oh, Tay is saying, yeah, thank you for the information about the one sheet. Yeah, we got to be ready for them one sheet. We got the media, especially you're a speaker. Okay, let me say this real quick. I'm a transformational speaker. So people change when I come in the room. I'm not boasting. I ain't boasting, whatever word you want to use there, but that's what happened. But it's strategy of how I do that. Okay. I've been doing this a while, so I know how to craft a speech. Now, if you don't know how to craft a speech, we can talk about that. Okay. We can get a strategy session, but it's things you say and things you don't say. And it's way to craft your offer. Actually, I'm better in live, meaning on camera, than that's why I have to get my coach. I think she was on here to help me with the emails, because I'm better in live than actually sending an email in regards to transformation. Okay. I know it should be the same, but it is a difference. It is a difference. Okay. So let me see. I think we're done here. Let me see. My team is making sure I answered all the questions, because I wanted to give y'all this great information. If you want to have a strategy session about starting your own podcast, please go to that link. The link here is, and it's a free session there for you to actually get some great information about a podcast. That is at bit.ly/chat with Dr. Renee. Okay. All right. I'm so glad you guys came in. We have great information. Great, great. Thank you. Miss Tay actually said great information as well. But see, the thing is, we wonder why things are not happening. And you see all these people in media, but we not clear on what we're going to share with the audience. And then number two, we don't have the properties ready. We don't have the media sheet. We don't have our website up to date if you're using a website, or our landing pages. We don't even have a lead magnet, all those type of things. So we need to get that so we can actually be seen, be heard, and get paid. Well, I just enjoyed chatting with you guys. The whole thing of this is we need to realize you have a lot of great information. You have a great business, but we got to have the visibility. We got to have the strategies, and we have to have it all in place. So I want to share these 3 mistakes that I see that people, when they pitch my platform, and I've heard so many from other people, they're not clear on what they want to say. And then number 2, they're not clear. They don't even have them one sheet website, no links ready whatsoever, because you don't send people on a podcast to Amazon. Okay. And then the last thing is, guess what? They don't know how to pitch them. They send in a whole paragraph, and they are not going to open your attachment. Okay. All right. But I want to let you guys know you have a lot of value inside. It's time to get it in place. So get your mentor or coach and get your stuff together. Okay. I love you guys. Talk to you later. I love you, Instagram. Hadn't been on there a while. See you guys later. Okay. Bye-bye.